Welcome everyone for yet another episode on leadership in the era of AI. So, guys, like you all know that we are in this world of AI today. There is no area of our life which is not getting affected because of that. And that is why I created the series, especially for mid-age professionals, so that they can take advice from people who are using it, people who are on senior leadership role, and they can suggest how we can still move ahead, still keep growing in a career by utilizing AI as an ally, as a tool, not feel scared and worried. So, I'm Nutan. I'm a career and a relationship coach. I've been coaching mid age professionals for more than a decade, and that's why I've come here to ensure that all of you who are in my connection on LinkedIn can get some advantage of the beautiful network that I have built through the beautiful platform LinkedIn. So today, my guest is Mr. Abhay Inamdar, who has 3 decades of experience in the pharma industry. Now, the most beautiful part is pharma industry, but with an electronics engineering background. And that's not the end. Uh, After that graduation engineering that he did and he came into the world of working, he's continued his journey of learning. He said just before we got in, I got introduced to him, and he told me that learning never stops. So he went through so many other degrees and certifications, and he says, Sunday is my day off, learning every single week. So let's put our hands together to invite Mr. Abhay Inamdar. Welcome, Abhay.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
really sparing the time and talking to all the people who would be watching us now. It's a beautiful thing that you've taken that time out, gone through everything, and prepared yourself. I was just sharing how your learning journey has continued after work life also. And like you shared, Sunday is a day of learning. So, thank you for coming here, being here, and I would not waste more time, just shoot with the very first question. So, in
Okay.
this era of AI, how do you define leadership in absolutely rapidly evolving AI driven world?
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Nutan, for giving me an opportunity to interact and utilize our Sunday for
Yes,
learning and teaching. So,
yes,
I will take your first question about leadership in AI in today's AI world.
yeah,
So, leadership today is right now moving from managing static, validated systems to governing dynamic, data driven manufacturing ecosystems because AI operates as a continuous compliance auditor as well as predictive validation companion. So I can consider a leader's job is to ensure that technological innovation never outpaces regulatory control and patient safety. Because in pharma world, there are stringent regulations from US and Europe
correct.
and other countries are there.
Yeah,
So as a leader, we should not compromise on that part, even if the latest technology is coming. So there should be a synergy and collaboration should happen in terms of compliance, ensuring patient safety, as well as implementation of technology. So I can say in an automated world, leadership shifts from being the gatekeeper of technical facts to being the architect of strategic synthesis. It is about managing human talent and machine
yes.
intelligence simultaneously.
Ah, that's really
It's
beautiful.
a mutual handshaking between because a lot of in last 36 years in pharma industry, I observed a lot of fantastic skills are there with guys who are working at shop floor. Because
Yeah,
I can say myself not a corporate guy, I can say myself as a shop floor guy, where I
hmm.
worked and love to work on the machines, interact with the operators, technicians, as well as OEMs. So that gives me a lot of feedback from the team that
Yeah,
yes, how we can able to move forward. So in a nutshell, in the era of Annex 1, because right now the latest guideline is about for aseptic practices is EU Annex 1. So I can say in the era of Annex 1 and advanced automation, leadership isn't about having all the answers at a time anymore. It's
hmm.
about knowing how you validate the answers the machine gives you.
Wow.
First, you have to teach to machine, yes,
Yeah,
what data you have captured in so many years through different paper records. Because till the time I can say very few companies are working on paperless or digitization platform, and
Correct.
almost 90% companies are still believing on the papers. So all these data need to be captured from the papers, then getting taught to my AI tools. Based on that, only we can able to form a decision making matrix for the AI, which AI can able to control it in a real time basis. That I can
Hmm.
able to say.
So that's really wonderful. So it's not the time to really have all the answers, but you should have the ability to be able to validate those answers that are coming from the machine. That's really wonderful.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, what major shifts have you observed in leadership styles or expectation due to the AI advancements?
I can able to observe the shift, for example, in driven by GAM5 principles, because when I'm talking about automation and digitization, so first thing comes into picture is a regulatory guideline, which we call it as a GAM5, which is a good automation practices, the version number 5 principles. So in
Okay,
that case, leaders can no longer view validation as a one-time event or one-time activity.
correct.
The expectation has shifted to real-time software lifecycle data integrity monitoring part, where leaders are shifting from a prepare for the audit mindset to an always audit readiness. We call it as a ATR. It's an
Hmm.
all-time readiness state.
Hmm.
So where the AI tools allow continuous monitoring of my production data,
Okay.
transforming compliance, the quality compliance from a reactive scramble to a constant quiet standard or quiet standard, I can able to say. So it's
Yeah.
a not a one-time monitoring, it's a continuous real-time monitoring going to happen through the AI systems. So under the again, I am repeating UNX1 because right now UNX1 in pharma is a buzzword.
Most. Huh.
So leaders have shifted the contamination control strategy. It's we call it as a CCS,
Okay.
from a static paper-based document into a live predictive model for clean room environmental monitoring. Because for me, where I'm manufacturing my products in a clean room, it
Yeah.
can be OSD, it can be biologics, or it can be injectable. So for me, always through system driven, I have to ensure that there should not be any contamination going to
Yes.
impact on my product.
Correct. Correct.
So that
Absolutely.
is my prime importance. So this is the impact which I am observing. At the same time, the AI, how it is changing my decision making processes for the leaders. So there I can able to say that leaders no longer wait for clean room breach going to happen. In that case, on real time basis, AI analyzes non-viable particle trains, viable trains, as well as my airflow patterns in grade A zones to intercept a contamination risk before an action limit is hit. So it's a continuous monitoring through AI tools going to happen. I have already teach all the tools that what is going okay and what is going wrong, so that I can able to teach to my AI tools. And in real sense, in 24 by 7 monitoring, the same AI tools will ensure that day-to-day basis or minute-to-minute basis what is going on inside, whether it is deviating from my standards, whether it is going out of train, even that
Hmm.
can going to detect before the
Hmm.
failure going to happen. So that is the
Hmm.
real advantage I can able to get it, and this is the real impact which I am seeing in the AI world, what I can say.
So, decision making before the AI and decision making now in the AI world, what is the difference that you see?
Before AI is all about paper based. So
Hmm.
always when, for example, any failure going to happen, what the conservative way what we are doing it, we are collecting all the papers, all the batch manufacturing record, packaging records, or
Yeah.
even engineering utility record, sit together doing a brainstorming, doing a root cause analysis. So it's a number of days job. Each
Yeah.
and every number of man days are getting involved to
Yeah.
investigate a one single failure.
Hmm.
Now, post AI, that is when we are right now, we are, I can't say it's a post AI. I can say right now we are in AI world. So in
Correct.
today's AI world, I can see that all the data directly, as we are going in an electronic way, automation way,
Yeah.
everything getting captured through AI system. So I can get in minutes all the data directly can fetch on my computers.
Hmm.
What is going okay, what are the outliers, even if it is within the limit. We
Yeah.
call it as a CPP, that is a critical process parameters. Even it is
Yeah.
within the limit, but still my AI tools can able to identify that what are my outliers out of the trends,
Yeah.
which definitely in near future going to go out of the limit and going to fail my batch. So that
Correct.
predictive tool is going to help me in that case.
Great. So decision making has become more faster and more predictable with
Yes,
AI.
absolutely,
That's really
absolutely.
wonderful. Okay, so can you share an example where AI has helped you or your team make better leadership decisions?
Yeah, I can say that yes, one of the crises which we observed in, because as in aseptic manufacturing technique, it's a regular injectable liquid filling is there, as well as a lot of oncology products which are the anti-cancer
Yeah.
drugs. So all are
Yeah.
always stable in lyophilized way. So there is a lyophilizer where we are doing a freeze drying of the products. Then later on, it is a sublimation cycle, and then secondary drying happen and cycle ends, and then I get a product which ensures a more stability of my product over the years. So that gives me assurance. So in one of the batches, what we observed, we completed the batch, and when the product has been analyzed by our QA QC department, we observed that product was failed, and it's
Hmm.
more than 1 CR batch was there.
Hmm.
So we really shocked that how it can be, because everything was normal. There was no any alarm has been recorded into the system. So we are thinking that everything is okay. And when the product has been analyzed, it was failed. So then we sit together what exactly happened. Then we come to know that in entire train, we observed that there was a vacuum. Normally, a certain limit is there, and certain moment of time, momentary, the vacuum failed to achieve a regular set point.
Hmm.
That is one of the root causes which we identified, which even operator or system has not able to identify.
Hmm.
Then, as a part of Kappa, then we sit together. Me, myself, along with my team, connected with expert in the industry, in what way I can able to do it, where AI helped us.
Correct.
So first time ever on our machine, which is a lyophilizer, we implemented AI tools application. We taught all previous batches which has been recorded. Those batches, successful batches also, I taught it to my AI tools. We created algorithms for that. At the same time, what are the failure happened and what are the reasons of the failure in terms
Hmm.
of my critical process parameters and critical quality attributed parameters, that we recorded, that we taught to the system. Based on that, we developed AI tools
Okay.
which superimposes validated tools superimposes on my regular real-time basis data. And even if it is deviating from my validated cycle parameters, it gives me a notification that yes, this is even within the limit, probably it is going to be out of the train and your batch
Hmm.
going to fail. So
Hmm.
immediate action can be taken.
Wow.
So we got a breathing time with that to correct ourselves, our system in backend of the utilities,
Hmm.
and we can able to save the batch. And with
Wow.
that implementation, it successfully we have done it. And even in one of the forum of digitization, we shared it to our management. Yeah, this we achieved it, and future all costly batches we saved it. So
Wow.
it's about business impact as well as its impact on ensuring compliance towards the patient safety. That we achieved it through AI tools. Yes, really
Wow.
it is helping us. And with that, management also got a confidence. That is the first time ever
Correct.
we tried it for AI. Later
Hmm.
on, management has given us a budget to work on
Yeah.
automation platform and do something better and better. So
Yeah.
that is a real achievement. We have done it. So we have
Wow.
converted challenges into opportunities. Threats we have
Very,
converted into opportunities with
very
that
nice.
one of the incident which happened.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing that example. So, like you said, management, and from there it moves. So, how do you prepare your organization culturally for AI integration? Because not everyone is ready.
Absolutely right. So, yes, in terms of cultivating the automation and digitization culture in a regular conservative a culture for which is already there for so many years, always it's difficult for leaders to do it. But
Correct.
yes, the cultivate an environment where shop floor operators understand that clean, pristine, and contemporary data entry at the
Hmm.
equipment interface is the absolute foundation of trustworthy AI. Bad data in means dangerous AI, I can able to
Yeah.
say. For example,
Correct.
because for us, each and every process parameter data, which is getting recorded into the system, we call it as a tamper-proof data. Nobody should edit, delete, tamper the data. That is a
Correct.
fundamental Alcoa principle is there in pharma.
Yeah.
So any system has to ensure, or any AI integration, automated or digitization way, it has to ensure the compliance should be towards Alcoa principles. That is the fundamental thing we have to cultivate across all the shop floor or across the industry. Second is about fear that whether AI or automation can take my job.
Correct.
So that we need to address. So I can able to say there we have to address as a leaders, they have to address to operators and technicians
Yeah.
about this anxiety directly.
Correct.
Directly one-on-one interaction at shop floor. It should not be in conference. It should be at
Hmm.
shop floor going to
Hmm.
happen.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
That is, at digitization and automation should not going to take your job, but it will going to ease your job.
Correct.
We call it is that it is not a tool to take your job, but it's a digital shield protecting operators from compliance error, manual logs, and heavy paperwork.
Wow.
So this I can able to say, and that I have to cultivate across shop floor to all the my team members. So this is the way we can able to cultivate these AI techniques. And I can able to say that to develop a culture or cultivate culture across
Yeah.
management in AI world,
Yeah.
intentionally break down corporate silos. That is, everyone, if I can say, or what I experience is that a lot of leaders are working in silos. It should not
Hmm.
be.
Ah.
Instead of that, better to form a team. We call it as a
Correct.
squad. Form a digitization automation squad where the representation from every function going to be there. Even I
Correct.
can say, if there are good passionate operators and technicians are there, make them part of your squad so that
Hmm.
they will get a confidence. Okay, what the strategy we are defining it, what is the action plan going to be rolled out, and how it
Yeah.
is going to be implemented across the shop floor. With
Correct.
that, it will just take out all the fear from the shop floor guys.
Wow.
And final, I can able to say that build cultural trust by deploying predictive AI tools on non-product contact utilities. That is, I can able to go in a phase way implementation plan. First, I can able to implement at my utilities, the
Hmm.
clean utilities as well as black utilities, implement it, make them show the outcome out of it. With that,
Yeah.
the team will get a confidence, management will get a confidence. And
Yeah.
in next phase, yes, easily you can able to do it at shop floor, because my core aseptic area or clean room area for OSD biologics or even for injectable, it's very core and highly regulated area.
Correct.
Anything, if I want to implement it, first of all, I have to do all the risk assessment for that. Okay, what
Yes.
is the impact on my product or the process?
Correct.
That need to be mitigated in a proper way with your implementation plan. And with that confidence only, I can able to implement. We call it as RPN. My
Hmm.
risk priority number with any implementation, there it
Ah.
should be less than 20 or even less than 10.
Okay.
Then only management will allow me to implement it, any new
Okay.
thing. So
That's
first I
nice.
will try for utilities, and later I can able to try for highly regulated aseptic area. In that way, I
Hmm.
can able to develop a culture in a phase out, in a phase way.
Very nice. So, what is the advice you would give to aspiring leaders about embracing AI in their leadership journey?
Okay, so this is very tricky question you ask for. Still, I am not considering myself that that yes, still I am in industry, I am in professional world, and
Yeah.
I number of phases I also observed it. That is a conservative way we are working, and right now gradually we are moving towards digitization, automation, and now we are talking about AI and ML.
Yeah.
So I can give advice to aspiring leaders. That is, no matter how revolutionary your AI tool appears to be,
Yeah.
but it must always serve the core fundamentals of patient safety first, product
Hmm.
quality, and data integrity.
Okay.
No leaders should not sacrifice for the sake of any compliance because of
Hmm.
the latest technology. That is a
Hmm.
fundamental advice, first and foremost advice I can able to give to all the leaders. Second, I can able to tell them that right now what I'm observing is that the pharmaceutical industry is starving for engineering and manufacturing leaders who are well acquainted with latest technology in terms of
Hmm.
automation
Hmm.
or
Hmm.
AI. Very
Hmm.
few
Hmm.
people are having that awareness about
Hmm.
this technology.
Hmm. Hmm.
For in that case, develop new learning tools and techniques, or
Correct.
even you can able to call or invite professional guys who are having adequate knowledge and hands-on experience for the
Correct.
same, train them according to that, develop a skill set for the automation, so that first the awareness should be there about the automation part, then only they can able to adopt it, and then they can able to execute and implement it at shop floor. First of all, we have to teach them and give them confidence.
Right.
And final, I can able to say that position yourself as a rare professional who seamlessly understand shop floor operational technology,
Hmm.
understand their need, understand their
Correct.
challenges. Then only you can able to implement the right AI tools across the shop floor. So that I can able to say and give advice to aspiring leaders.
Thank you. That's really wonderful. So, if it is to think of one actionable step that leaders can take today to better prepare for this AI driven change, what could be that one action you would share with them?
I can challenge every leader on this call to review their facility and understand. Don't review. Just visit the facility. Go at shop floor. Understand the operational bottlenecks. What are the operational bottlenecks? What are the compliance point of view bottlenecks? Understand what are the bottlenecks towards compliance towards the engineering utility part,
Yeah.
jot down them, then assess in terms of your digital maturity index, we call it as that, at what level right now your facility is there in terms of meeting the automation standards.
Yeah.
According to that, jot down your action plan, then make out a phase-wise action plan, explain to your management. Before that, take into confidence your shop floor guys, explain to the management, get them convinced, get the budget right now, define your timelines, and implement it. This is the only way to survive entire pharmaceutical industry, considering the present challenge which is there for AI and ML world, which I can able to say.
That's really wonderful. So, to be able to just summarize some points that you shared in today's session, I would like to say that first thing that you said was today it's not about you giving or you having all the answers, but it's about you validating all the answers that are coming from the machine. But before
Absolutely.
that, you will have to educate the machine. Otherwise,
Yes,
it's not going to deliver the kind of answers that you're looking for. Second
absolutely.
beautiful thing that you mentioned was, I mean, it's like going down till the person who's working on your shop floor and making
Yes.
him aware on how automation and AI is really there and it is going to be there in your world. So instead of
Reason
being
is that,
scared, yeah,
sorry, I'm just interrupting you. Reason
no,
is
no, no
that
issues.
I have seen lot of new implementation or initiatives failed. Reason is that we have not taken into confidence the shop floor guys.
Correct,
Management, we convince management gives us the budget, we implement it, and when the plan fails at shop floor, because you have to take into confidence the team which is there at shop floor, which are
correct,
directly getting exposed on the system day-to-day basis. So
correct,
first we have to take into confidence, take them their
correct.
feedback, and then implement it. Then
Yeah,
your plan going to be successfully going to be implemented, which I
yeah.
can say.
Yeah, so that was really wonderful that, take them into the entire process so that they build more trust. And like you said, pick up people from various teams, build a squad, and go
Absolutely.
there and talk to them on the floor. Don't go and share this in big meetings, have one-on-ones, share with them, let them trust the process, let them understand that this is here for their safety. This is
Absolutely.
there for them to be able to deliver better. It's
Yes.
not taking away their jobs. And I just can't, it's like a beautiful vision that we are taking AI till the shop floor, a person who's actually operating on the machines. If you can
Yes.
convince them, then there is no way that the organization will not be able to adapt to this culture of AI. That was really wonderful
Absolutely.
that you shared. It's really been a beautiful discussion till now. And I would like to leave this floor with something that you would like to share as an advice, piece of advice to all people who are listening. What would you like to share with them?
I can say just have a big vision, dream it. Even we can say that daydreams will not be successful. No, it should not be. You should be determined yourself, be passionate,
Yeah.
then easily you should have your plan, your mind ready.
Yeah.
Just take into confidence your team, become a shop floor guy first, implement it, the result is yours, and definitely
Yes.
it will be a positive outcome.
Wow, that's really wonderful. I'm sure people working under your leadership would really be happy to have you as a leader, where you're involving them in decision making. You shared with us how critical things could be eliminated and used because of AI, which could point out these mistakes. So I think it's going to be a wonderful way that the entire organization will move into that culture and people will really grow. The most important aspect which I'm trying to bring out from this series is there is no need to fear AI. In fact, use it as
Yes,
an ally, learn, adapt to those systems, and people who have taken it, go reach out to them, get those trainings done so that everyone gets
yes,
comfortable with it. That's the only way we can grow, otherwise, we are not really growing in this world. So,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
So thank you very much for being here, sharing these beautiful insights with such an
Thank
amazing, depth of experience that you've had. It's really been great talking to you. Thank you.